Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another 2023 G07 X7 xDrive40i. This one is in the lovely Tanzanite Blue. Unfortunately, it's overcast right now, so that blue is not going to be sparkling here and changing colors. But this one was a store inventory car and then basically sold on the way here. Now, unfortunately, all these are under stop sales right now due to, I think, a headlight issue. And I wonder if that's going to address the sort of weird outlines that you see with the headlights on. But anyway, so this one is powered by the B58 engine. It's up from the pre-LCI version, so it's 375 horsepower, as well as 398 torques. So it's actually a pretty potent engine now. More torque than the M Performance B58, and a little bit less horsepower, so it's really a big improvement over the pre-LCI version, which is about 335 horsepower and about the same pound-feet of torque. So up front, we've got obviously the revised front fascia. So we've got the driving assistance professional package, got the sensor there in the lower portion of the grille in the center. Got our split headlights. And this looks a lot meaner on a darker colored car. It makes it look like the split headlights here, this lower portion here, is kind of an L-shaped type thing going on here. But you know, it looks pretty decent. I'm still not sold on the split headlights. I'm sure many of you probably feel the same way, but it is definitely an interesting new design. So moving over the side with the Style 754M wheels. They are 21-inch wheels, so a little bit less. I think the standard is 22, if I'm not mistaken. Might be 21s. But we got our black M Sport calipers as well. With the wheels sort of like a classic star spoke design from BMW. Let's take in Tanzanite on the brand new X7. So I have this air suspension in its lowest setting. So very aggressive, sort of fast wagon type style going on here. Out back, we got our X7 badging in silver. Got a little bit more aggressive, darker tail lights as well. And you can tell that this engine is really super quiet. So it does have the mild hybrid system, which carries over from the pre-LCI version. But it's super quiet. You can't even tell it's on. Even with the V8, the M60, you'd be hard pressed to tell the engine is even on after it's warmed up. Alright, so let's take a look at the inside and go over the options, so I don't have a lot of time to explore this one. So opening up, we are greeted with Silverstone Sensa Fin, which is a new color and of course new material for the X7. This replaces Vernasca leather and Sensa Tech. So Sensa Fin is what we're usually going to spec for inventory cars. You can see a nice quilting pattern as well. It is perforated. It feels real close to, I'd say, Vernasca leather. It's really a great material. All right, so inside, iDrive 8 instrument panel. iDrive 8 curved display over here. And fine line wood trim on the interior. You know, this nice ambient lighting thing. In this case, because it's the 40i, it just says X7 at the end there. It will light up in the ambient color that you choose. Unless you're in sport mode, then it goes to red. So we got our driving assistance professional package buttons over here. Now note that you can't adjust following distance like you used to before. You have to go into iDrive 8 in the drive settings, which can be a little bit of a handful to get to. So you'd have to go into the apps, and then recommend going to the vehicle apps. Of course, you probably just set up a shortcut by pressing and holding on the icon itself or on the iDrive controller. And then here's what you want to do: is driving assistance or driver assistance. And you can change some of the settings here for driving. So you got your distance control. That's how you're going to adjust those settings. Not on the fly anymore. It's a little bit of work to get there. All right, so let's talk about pricing and options on this one. So starting price of the xDrive40i is $77,850, another $1,950 for the paint, Sense fins included, of course. Driving Assistance Pro package, another $1,700. M Sport package for $2,900. M Sport Professional package gets you the illuminated kidney alarm. I have to remember, once I get one into a garage area to do this for you, I'll make sure that we show that. That's $1,350. Parking Assistance package for $900. Exec package for $39.50. Climate Comfort package for another $1,600. Basically, everything else is included. And we've got the destination charge of $995. All told, MSRP $93,195. Now you do have this acoustic protection, which makes the interior really super quiet. And I do recommend having an eSIM 5G. Of course, it is included on the X7 if you have this stuff. It's a little bit harder to get cell phone signals out sometimes. That's what we've been told by BMW. So you get a fine line wood trim around the center console over the cup holders, as well as the iDrive controller area and your shift nub here. All other buttons remain the same. You got your air suspension settings here. Again, you can't go drive in the lowest possible setting. Sport mode will get you into the level 1, I guess, next lowest level from normal. But we'll take a look at the back seat and basically wrap this thing up. So always forget about this thing with deletion of comfort access handles on the back. You have to unlock all the doors before you get back here, because otherwise it's not going to open for you. Just fold things up. So basically what we have here is our second and third row, so 7 passenger seating arrangement here. So probably the way you want to go in most cases, just for capacity in terms of both cargo and passengers. But SensaFin continues out here, and you got a little pillow headrest here, not in SensaFin, basically like a cloth material. But pretty nice place to sit in the back, and plenty of leg room as well. Alright, so walk around Tanzanite Blue once again. Now the sun's coming out a little bit, so you can see some of that metallic flaking coming out in Tanzanite Blue. And the car is on, and you can't really hear it. Always a little bit weird. So if you have questions about the X7, iDrive 8, etc., or features, drop in the comments, and we'll be sure to address them either in comments or hopefully in the video as well. So be on the lookout. We'll have a parking assistance professional demonstration 2 video coming up. That's it for a quick tour around yet another X7, this one in Tanzanite Blue. We'll see you at the next video.